I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Wakakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles and the great millstone who labor night and day, making sure we get this 100% true. Shalom to all the hopeful elect, the 144,000, the 1/3. Shalom. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get straight into this. Like I'm running out of memory from my phone. So as you already see this fool right here, well, he wants to mock us, but also at the same time, he's bringing light to what's going on. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna bring out some scriptures, and we're not gonna waste no time with it with Mr. Drewski because he likes to say stupid stuff out his mouth. About the Israelites. So let's bring this out. 6, 7. So this is Galatians. It says, "Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." Alright? So if he's out there making fun of us, don't worry. In due time, he's going to get his just due. Alright? He might think he's telling jokes and this and that. And, it's a nice little skit and stuff like that. But Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, they see everything. The angels see everything. They taking note of all these people that want to mock us and they want to scoff at us, because we're actually doing them a service to give them the word, the hope for elect. And that's what we're doing, to give them the word, and they think that this is a joke. This is Isaiah 55, 11. And this is what it states. "So shall my words be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it." See, they think they're making a good mockery and everything going to come out good for them and stuff like that. But as they're doing that, they're actually giving us a free commercial, you know what I'm saying, without having to pay for anything. But at the same time, we're still going to bomb first on you because you're making a mockery of the Heavenly Father and His Word. And that's something we do not approve of. Some might find it a little bit funny. Some might not. I honestly don't find it funny at all, because saying that what us people have been through so much, it's hard to laugh at things that are serious, especially when it comes to this word, especially for those that are just coming in, and even for those that have been in there for a long time. We have such heart and wide to have this word, and we are very thankful that it's the Father that allowed us to get these mysteries of this book in the correct way, not in the false doctrine way that these people are teaching in these churches. But this is Psalms 105, verse 15, saying, "Touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm." Now you're trying to do harm by saying that's right, and basically saying how we teach a certain way and things that we try to bring out. So you're trying to do harm to this word. Now he could have easily just, did a little skit and not try to be all up on it, but he was mostly on the IUIC. But that's really a reflection kind of all of us, because even though IUIC goes off, which we know that they goes off for those that's in Great Millstone, is because of their teachings. And then you got old Shay Duke Jackson. He wants to put his light into it. And you could tell when someone actually looks into something and when someone actually uses their feelings. Because I know before I came into this, I used to, listen to O'Shea Jackson. And then coming into this word, I realized that a lot of stuff that he says, it don't have no real merit. It doesn't mean anything. So I stopped listening to him because nothing that he's gonna say is gonna give me everlasting life. And if O'Shea knew better, he would look into things before he starts opening his mouth as well. Not trying to throw any diss at him, just saying with anyone, it's best to look into things before you start commenting on them, because if he knew the things that we knew, he probably would feel different. But as I said, this message is only for the hopeful elect. This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 15. For it is the will of Yahweh that with well-doing ye may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men. See, this man, Mr. Dumski, is a very foolish man. He's foolish. And the things that he's doing, the things he want to say, he think it's cool to say these things and act a certain way and try to, make fun of the Israelites, they're walking around and they're screaming, that's right, and basically harassing people and saying that that's what we do. And we don't do none of the sort. If people want to hear the word and want to know the truth, we will give them an answer for those that want to know. But for what he's doing, everything he's doing is solely about money. That's why he does the things that he does. That's why he says the things that he says. But I ain't going to be all up on this man for this long period of time about his dumbness that he's doing out here in these streets. Because, hey, Drewski's just going to be here for a moment of time. And if he knew better, especially in the time that we're living in, he would actually be trying to get answers and not trying to mock the Father, But that's what he wants to do. All right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27. But God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. All right. And God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. See, these people are foolish people. You people might think that they're mighty. But the Father is if you really look at it, everything is being done through the Heavenly Father. He's choosing these people to bring a light. Look how many more people now that hear this that actually going to know more about the Israelites. Look how many followers that this guy probably got. We look how many views this has. See? Look at this. Look at the views. This is on a short. This is on, I don't know what this is, but you can see the views. So imagine more and more people seeing this. More and more people are saying, oh, these Israelites, this and that. You're going to have those of the elect that's actually going to look at that message and be like, well, you know what? I actually, seen the little skit, but I see how this is actually the truth. And, they might look at these things and think that it's just all fun and games, but you're going to find someone that, on an accident, looking for it. We somewhat got to ask ourselves, how did you hear the truth? I heard the truth by someone saying, hey, don't actually go listen to that person. And that sparked my curiosity. So that's how I'm here. So I want to give all blessings and double honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shah Kakadash. Double honor to the elders apostles like Great Men Stone that teaches this 100% truth. Shalom to the 144,000, the hopeful elect, the 1/3. Shalom.